She didn't speak the entire ride home. My 7-year-old sat in the back seat, face turned toward the window, watching rain smear down the glass. I asked once, "Did you have fun?" She started crying. "Daddy, Jake's dad did something bad to me." The car swerved before I caught the wheel. I didn't say a word, just drove, fast, silent, deliberate, to the ER. The nurse led her away. I stood in the hall, fists tight enough to whiten the knuckles. When the doctor came back, his eyes didn't meet mine. Behind him, a detective waited. "Sir," the doctor said quietly, "we found something inside her." He showed me. A small object, wrapped, hidden. And in that instant, my world split down the center. The detective talked. I didn't hear much. Words like forensic, chain of custody, evidence. None of it mattered. I only heard my daughter's quiet sobs through the wall. That sound, it burned into me deeper than any battlefield. My wife arrived, shaking. I told her what happened. Her face went white. But there was something else, something just beneath the shock. A flicker, fear. Not for our daughter, for herself. When the detective asked if we knew Jake's family well, she said, "Oh yes, Beth and I are close." Close! I turned to look at her. She couldn't meet my eyes. Later, while my daughter slept under sedation, I stepped outside. The night smelled like antiseptic and rain, and I realized the truth I didn't want to face. This wasn't random. This was connected. To her. I didn't confront her, not yet. I knew better than to move in anger. I'd been trained to wait, to let silence make people reveal themselves. For 3 days, I pretended to grieve. I sat at my daughter's bedside, held her hand, listened to my wife cry in rehearsed bursts, her timing too perfect. That night, I checked her phone. Hidden folder, messages deleted, but not the backups. Can't talk now, he's home. Next weekend works. And one photo, cropped tight, a hand on her thigh that wasn't mine. Jake's father, the man my daughter said hurt her. I didn't breathe for almost a minute, just stared. Then I went still. Not calm, something colder. A stillness that felt like preparation. The detective called. They'd found prints on the object. Male. But there was more. DNA analysis matched 2 contributors. Jake's father and my wife. She'd known. Maybe not the details, but enough. Enough to protect him. Enough to sacrifice silence for convenience. I didn't ask how. I didn't need to. That night I printed everything. The reports, the texts, the photo. Laid them out on the kitchen table like exhibits in a trial. When she came downstairs, half asleep, she saw them. Her breath hitched. "Where did you—" I said nothing. She reached for a paper. Her fingers trembled. "It's not—" "Don't," I cut in. "Every word after this moment will define you." Her mouth opened, closed. Then she sat down and broke. Tears, apologies, the usual theater of guilt. I just watched. When she finally asked, "What are you going to do?" I said the truth. "Nothing. You'll do it yourself." By morning, I'd already sent everything to the detective. Not anonymously. From my account. I wanted my name on it. Then I called Jake's wife. Told her to check her email. Didn't wait for a reply. By noon, it was all over town. His arrest, the investigation, the mugshot. And her? My wife left before sunset, suitcase in hand, shaking like a leaf in wind. She said, "I didn't know he'd—" I stared through her. "You knew enough." She stood there a moment longer, waiting for some trace of mercy. There was none. When the door shut behind her, the silence that followed wasn't empty, it was clean. It's been 49 days. My daughter sleeps without nightmares now. Sometimes she asks where mommy is. I tell her, somewhere far away. She nods like she understands more than she should. At night, I sit in her room and listen to her breathe. The sound keeps me anchored, keeps the darkness in check. But every now and then, I see the thing they found inside her, the object, the evidence. And I remember what it meant, not just what it proved, but who it exposed. Evil doesn't always come from strangers. Sometimes it wears your ring, sleeps in your bed. I used to think justice required blood. Now I know better. Sometimes justice is silence, and walking away while they drown in their own truth. I turn off the light and whisper into the dark, "She's safe now."
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.